Hello and welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing. Apologies. Basically, sad news. Just heard about 5 minutes ago. Olivia Newton-John has passed away. So there's a little mini tribute. If you heard that, then don't know. But very sad day. Just jumped on board now. So we are here for Imola. Good old Imola. I can't hear any sound at my thing. Here we go. Got some sound now. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Make sure my mic is working. It's all good. Right, so I'll quickly read out the standings. Okay, I wasn't here last week, so I hope you had a fun time without me last week. Hope whoever filled my boots was capable. I'm not sure who it was exactly, but I will jump over with the season results as it stands after España. So, that's the, not that one. Where is it? There we go, season standings. Okay, so after Spain, Johnny Stokes is leading the championship with 61 points. In second place, we have DXD Moreland with 51. Avi is in third with 35. Jack Latus is in fourth with 28. Scotty Harris in fifth with 27. James Al right behind him with 26 points, sits in sixth. Then we have DRT Licola with 15 points. In eighth place, we've got RPI Chubb with 13. Mr. Carl in ninth with 10 points. He's doing very well this season. I think Mrs. Carl needs a break, I think now. But the rules are rules. In 10th place, we have speed number 25 with 8 points. Neles B in 11th with 6, tied with by DXD Robson Racer. We have in 13th place DXD Lulu with the 4 points. Joint 14th, we have GGC and Dutch Face with 3 points. Al Jalifa is sitting in 16th with 2. Erez is in 17th with 1. The best start of the season so far for the Ferrari driver. And yet to score, we have El Stefano, Hudzojo, and Booker Bronco. What that does to your standings and the team standings. Alfa Romeo lead the way, the team of Johnny Stokes and Scotty with 88 points. The Mercedes team of Moreland and El Stefano is second with 70. In third, with the McLarens are Chubb and Jack with 41. The Ferrari boys are Avi and Erez. Obviously, Avi carrying that team right now with 36 points. In fifth place, we have the Alpine of Dutch Face and James Al with 29. Alfa Romeo with Hazojo and Booker Bronco are in sixth with 25 points. Haas are in seventh with Neles and DRL Licola. I haven't said that right, Licola with 21 points. And then in joint eighth, we have the Red Bull Racing Team and the Alpha Tauri, so basically Team Red Bull, with 12 points. That is DXD Lulu and Speedy and the Red Bull and Al Judifa and Mr. Carl with 12 points. And then finally in Williams, we have DXD Robson Racer and GGC with 9 points. Now jump back to the chat. Got Rob in the chat. Hi Rob. Got James out as well. Hi James. Hi Mrs. Carl. Somber day today. James said we've got rain for the race with sunny spells. Ooh. Thank you much, Mr. Weatherman. Do you know which way the wind's coming in? But so far, we are into Q1. Moylan's setting the pace right now, 116.3. Avi, 117.1. Speedy, 118.1. A couple of drivers have set times. Rob, obviously, assuming that's not a very good one, it must have pulled out 133. DRT and Licola has just improved to 117.7. Who else got on board? We've got Daniel D, who's covering in the Red Bull today. I'm guessing he's replacing DXD Lulu. No surprise there. No surprise there. So he's validated his lap. So let's have a look. With on board with Scotty Harris in the lovely Alfa Romeo. Is a nice looking car. It always has been, the Alfa Romeo. We're going round now. Seems like a very nicely done corner. Obviously, it's early stages, so don't forget this is a complete no assist tier. There's no assists by the driver whatsoever. Basically, all they're seeing is this. There's no racing line, there's no ERS assistance, there's no DRS assistance, there's no braking assist. Any assist you can think of, they have not got it. I think they should go the extra mile and take off the HUD, so all they'll see is this. But that would be a question for the admins. There we go. So Scotty now going round. Do you know what it was, Matt? I would literally just start up the stream and I was told that she died. And being, a heterosexual man as myself, very sexual, positive man, I love Greece. And I aspire to be a pink lady. So it actually, yeah, a bit upsetting. As Scotty has a little twinkle and a spin up for himself. But yeah, so yeah, it's a sad day, isn't it? God, you know, it's Olivia Newton-John, man. You gotta, you know, let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical. Let me hear your body talk. Man, you can't like not love Olivia Newton-John. Hopelessly devoted as well, man. Banger. Any bloke that said they don't like Greece, the fucking liar. I'm sorry, lies and deceit. She was not old. She was 73. You fucking oldest prick. That's not old. She was 73. And then that film wasn't really set in the 50s, was it? It wasn't actually in the 50s. It was in the 80s because bloody John Travolta was in it. Alright, anyway, Daniel D's gone faster so far to 161. Massive alien pace there. Not far from Moylan though, so these two in a kind of world of their own. Speaking of world of their own, Jack is still in the pits. So jump board with Dutch Face validated. El Stefano, let's go aboard El Stefano. There's a little while to go yet. I think Hazojo is diving into the pits. Same as Scotty Harris and Carl. No, where's Carl's teammate? Al Judifa. James Al has come out, so not his usual first out of the pits today for him. Stay on board with El Stefano. Number 96. Well, as I call him, Max Verstappen. If you ever heard El Stefano talk, he is the spit. That don't even sound right. Al Ludifer. I thought it was Al Judifer. Al Judifer, isn't it? Al Udifer, isn't it? Al Udifer. Al Ludifer. Can't be Al Ludifer. Must be Al Udifer. I don't know. Dave. His name's Dave. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. Say what you want, mate. His name's Dave. Alright, Dave is now Al Judifer. Whatever his name is. He's now Dave. I've decided. Change his name to Dave. Alright, so on board with El Stefano as he goes round. Alan. Nah, it's too close to Al. Alan's. What can we get out of his name? Alan Differ. Nah, the Differ. British it up a little bit. What do we have instead of Differ? Alan Davis. There you go. Alan. Nearly all the letters there. So Alan Davis is now in the Alpha Tauri. There you go. Alan Davis. Sod it. It's a Welsh name, but I don't care. Welsh. Alan Divda. Reminds me of that phone jacker. What do you got the doofed? I want the doofed. Look at the turf. I want to watch it. Look at the turf on the left there. El Stefano 125.3 is his best. Can he set a better one to go for the final corner now? Onto the power, straight now to the line. Can he make it? Can he improve? Yes, he does. 119.2 up into 8th. Let's have a look with DXD James Al. Let's see how James Al can get along. We had Womax as well, who had a great finish on Spain in GP2. So keep an eye out for him. Seems to have a little bit of pace. We've got the aliens out on track as well, so we'll jump to the alien straight after this, aka Jack. But now there's nowhere to hide since you push my life aside. 5th place for James Al on 117.2. Let's jump to the alien, who I'm hopelessly devoted for. Oh, he's pulled out of his lap by the looks of it. Definitely pulled out of that. Let's take that telemetry stuff up. Let's have a look. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, someone jumped up. It was Womax on a 119.8 into 10th place. So you should see him at the moment safely through. 5 minutes 20 to go on the clock, and there's 4 drivers about setting the lap. I'm going to jump on Erez because you can't. This isn't a push lap, is it? No way. So Erez now. Oh, unusual. Oh, he spun. Oh, he is human. Wow, I missed that one then. I missed that. So we've got Chubb still not set a lap. We've got Johnny Stokes still not set a lap. So far, Dutch Face is in the pits. 128.0, not a good time from him. Mr. Carl, 13th. 120.5 as he goes extremely wide there. not safe. Same as DXD Robson Racer as well. So the two DXD boys not in good standing at the moment. We'll stay on board with Jack. He's going to have a flyer now. We'll stay on board with him. You go on board with Jack? Let's go on board with Jack. We are now Jack. We are now Jack the man latest. And he heavily breaks down into turn 1, in straight to turn 2, and then finally turn 3, hitting every single apex and a nice wide exit. On the approach to turn 4, it's a very difficult corner now. You pick up a lot of pace through it, and he does through turn 4 and 5. On the approach to 6 now, did he hit the apex? A bit wide of the apex there, but as long as he carries momentum through, it should be okay. I've lost count now. I think I'm up to turn 7. A bit of a blind hill on the way up, so turn 7 now, clicks the apex and in and out. I'm not going to count that as turn 8 maybe, probably do. We're going to turn 9 and 10, the slowest probably on the track at the moment. And then approaching the chicane of 11 and 12. So rides that curve very nicely and on the exit as well. And finally down to the last 3 corners, or 2 corners. I'm not counting these kinkies. So turn 13, gets down nicely for that, right wide there for 14, and on the power again for the first, or for the last time on this straight, another little kick to go through, and a 115.7. That was unreal. And there was mistakes in that as well. That wasn't the best of, well, I'll say it wasn't the best of laps, it was amazing. But Jack can definitely tighten up some of them corners, but that is ridiculous pace. Ridiculous pace. Harris looks to be having a lot of difficulty today. Another invalidation. He's down to 60% ERS. I don't think he's going to have time to come in and out of the pit. He's going to have to try and work with what he's got. What's he like on fuel? Has he got the fuel? I don't think he's got the fuel, you know. That is 0.8 laps of fuel. He ain't going to get rounds. I don't think he's going to get rounds. Yeah, I don't think it's 0.7. Yeah, he's literally running out of fuel as we speak. So you can see on the steering wheel, just the next on the right hand side of his gears, you see a little number 0.6. That is what fuel he's got in the car, which is not a lot. So he's going to be struggling. Are there penalties that I'm aware of why Johnny and Chubb haven't pitted? Oh, sorry, haven't come out for a lap? So it's getting quite late in the day for them two. Stay on board with Harris, because I don't think he's going to make the line at all. I think he's going to be out of fuel any minute now. I think Johnny has just wandered off. Okay, fair enough. He didn't need to qualify, of course he doesn't. Oh, Chubb's out on track though. Chubb has finally come out. With 1 minute 40 to go, he's going to cut it a bit tight. He'll only have time really for 1, maybe 2 flying laps. And there we go, Harris. Still got fuel in the car. I don't know how he kept that much fuel. Or just died on the line. But 18-0, that will safely see him through into Q2, as he now has no fuel whatsoever. So we'll jump on board. El Stefano in a bit of danger now, sitting in 14th. Hodzojo in 15th, 19.9 is out on track. We'll stay on board for Hodzojo while we wait for Chubb to get round just in front of his teammate here on the track. But now... That was bad timing, that. How has he got all his tools in the car? Nah, unlucky. And he's got wing damage as well, so he's got to try set another lap like that, or he's going to have to come into the pits and give up. We'll jump on board with his teammate who invalidated his lap, but it doesn't matter, he's an out lap. We don't care. We're going to full throttle now, all the way to turn 1. Lovely looking Aston Martin, that. So he's got a couple of cars to beat. He needs to get into the 118 to see himself safely through into Q2. Johnny, by the looks of it, is not going to be going through into Q1. Out of Q1 into Q2. He's going to be staying where he is because he's still not out of the pits, according to my sources. No one knows where he is. He's just wandered off. Oh, he's going to get a lovely tow here, Chubb, if El Stefano's not careful. We've got another... Oh, that's like pulled out the way there. Just realised what he was doing. Make sure he's not giving his rival any tow whatsoever. Hodzojo just hide in the pits. So that's all he can do. The checker flag is now waving. So we'll definitely see the end of Johnny Stokes if Also, we've got Dutch Face who's just ahead of Chubb here. Let's see what he can do. No, he mucked it up. Is he out of fuel? No. Why is he going so slow? What's he doing? So he's going to be out of qualifying, definitely. And Chubb just needs to really beat a 119.9 to see if the safety through and not Hazogo down. Oh, very close there. And he does a 117.5, puts himself safely through. El Stefano has validated his lap, so luckily enough he is safe. So we are saying goodbye to Hudzojo, but Dutchface and Johnny Stokes. Your back is hurting, so all the carrying you're doing, James. No, but it's a surprise not seeing Dutchface up there. Like he seems to have struggled in this game. Whether it's the handling model or what, I'm not too sure. But even in our league, a TTFL, he didn't make it into Tier 1. He's in Tier 2. Obviously, we are a mixture of assist and no assist, so it would help if he had assist on. But yeah, he seems to be struggling. Johnny Stokes, I'm not sure what he's doing really. But that brings the end of the qualifying. Doop. So here we go. So we don't really care about the top 15 at the moment. We just want to see the ones that have gone, and it's Hudzojo, but Dutchface and Johnny. So let's have a look at some of their lap times if we can. So let's go to the bottom. So Hudzojo had a couple of attempts there. 119.9 was his first lap, and after that, as you can see, not the best. 130, 120, 130 again. He couldn't really beat his first initial time. McDutchface. Again, a 130, not very good from him. And then you got a 125 invalidated, which still wouldn't have seen him through. The 128, which we qualified on, and then a 133.7. So not the best from him. El Stefano had the inters on, thinking that maybe there'd be a chance of saving some tyres, but it didn't happen. And then no time from Johnny. Johnny trying to get the kid to sleep. Ah, is that what he's doing? So his kids have cost him Q1. Oh, boo. That's why what you do. You have a living au pair like I have, aka Nan. And then Nan takes the kid and you can do what you fucking want. It's so easy. Parenthood is a piece of piss. Whoever said parenthood was hard never had a controlling Nan, aka my mum. Cowpole works as well apparently. Cowpole works very well. Or you can double up. You can do Cowpole and ibuprofen. Double whammy. One in each syringe. Bang, bang, bang. Done. Kid's knocked out for about 4 weeks. Okay, can Mr. James Al come out first? It looks like he's not gonna. I can't see no movement from the garages. There's a man waving above the DRL sign. He looks like a bit of a creep actually. Stop waving, mate. What are you waving at? No one's on track. Fucking psycho. Look at her. Is it a woman, I think? Look at her. Fist in the air. Look, even a steward next to her. Like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Oh, he's out on track, but he's not the first one out. That was very delayed. And who is the first one out? I think it was an El Stefano. It was. Have they fixed the line here? Because the line was broken last year. Is it actually in the right place? Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Okay, so on to Q2. Don't forget, there's no tyre allocation anymore for this. Like the new rules dictate that you can be on any tyre in qualifying, well, mainly soft tyres in qualifying, and then in the race you can pick anything you want, but you only get one set of each. So, as El Stefano is holding up James, we've got a little race on our hands already. If James can try to overtake him, oh, they got down the matrix. Sorry. Hey Hobo, Carl is here just to let you know. This is Carl, got a very, very special treat. Wait, what? You got the podium, I fucking missed it. Shut up, I don't believe you. Who comments? Rob? I need VAR. I need VAR on this. Who commentated it? I want to watch. Fuck this race. There's more pressing matters. Carl got podium. Second? Did everyone else crash? Gaz commentated. Okay. Now, let's find this shit. On TTF what? On TTFL? I don't fucking count. TTFL don't TTFL, Mrs. Carl, is not part of the deal. You do not give him treats on TTFL. I'm checking this shit now. You should not be getting treats, Carl. It's for RPR only. You're in like tier 2 as well for TTFL. So you're not even nowhere near the first place. Oh, Mrs. Carl. She got second. Well done. No, I thought you said you got second. Oh, Mrs. Carl got the treat. Okay. I didn't know the treat went both ways, Mr. Carl. I get ya. I hope she enjoyed the treat. I'm about to say, Carl getting second? Nah. What fucking happened? Everyone crashed? Definitely. Mrs. Carl getting second is more believable. I told you, Mrs. Carl, you were going to do well. See, look, again, Mr. Carl, I've got your back. She wanted to go into tier 1, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to put her in tier 2, knowing that Mr. Carl's going to get a treat for it. So there you go. Again, I'm assisting you all the time. You don't even realise it. I'm like a puppeteer. You know, my two puppets. I'm making dance for my entertainment. That sounds pretty creepy. 116.4 from Avi. Let's go back to F1. And a 116.6 from Moyland. Is he in the Russell car? No, he's not. He's in the... knowing she would whoop your ass. Nah, she wouldn't whoop my ass, mate. Did you see my Spain? Like, ran in RPR, GP2? Like, it was fucking insane. Like, if I don't say so myself, I might have had the world after me on penalties. You know, like, because there's a lot of people. When you get good, like, you Mrs. Carl, you'll learn this. When you get good, right, you're gonna be learning like haters gonna hate. Like my girl Tay says, haters gonna hate. Shake it off. Like, I had about 6 people going, I hated this. Oh, he cut a line. I hated this. Fuck off. Get to the back. Anyway. What's this? Got to go and set a time. I'll be listening. Don't worry, Mr. Carl. I got your back, man. I got your back. I want to see a second place hero, though. Second place hero. Come on, boy. Alright, so. Why is it Carl's fault that you're in tier 2? Was he driving for you? Because that would explain it. Alright, so, a couple of more times come through. Chubbs at 117.4. James at 117.5 in the pits now. There we go. Better from Ares, 117.9. Who else we got on board? Daniel D is on the lap, but he's invalidated here, unfortunately. Alan. Alan in 9th. Not a good time from him, so he pulled out of that one. I don't know why this keeps disappearing. Put it back, man. I want to see this stuff. Where's Rob? There we go. Let's go on DXD, Rob. I'm a bit disappointed with the Williams design team. They seem to they had a really good design like a few years ago, and then it's gone downhill. No, I was driving, but you said you put me there, so Carl got treats. Yeah, no, basically, that's what it was. Me and Carl had an agreement, right? Carl told me about this deal a little while ago, that if you got points, like, he would then give you a treat. And I thought, you know what, let me help my boy out, you know. So I was like, let's put her in tier... Oh, I've dropped down. Let's put her in tier 2. She's going to do really well, because she's like one of the fastest 4 drivers. She's going to get a lot of points. Carl's going to get a lot of treat. Well, I say this. I don't know if Carl's like myself. When you're given a treat, you enjoy the treat. You know, that's one of them kind of things with guys. You know, we don't care who's giving or receiving the treat. We just enjoy being part of the treat. Carl's probably sitting there with a big smile on his face right now as he's driving along. A smile on his face, constantly whacking his you-know-what against the steering wheel. As Rob goes to 118.3 into 9th place. Not bad from him. El Stefano's now on at second lap again. 119.3 he's got a beat. And Daniel D. Can Daniel D get up there? Jack's on that lap as well, so we have to keep an eye on where Jack is on track. Speedy's on a lap as well, who's just behind. So we'll see now as Jack goes around as Daniel goes around the last 2 corners. What does the D stand for? Is it going to be demolition or... I don't know. Oh, look at that. A 115.4. He's taken his D, stuck it up and shoved it right up in Avi. Look at that. 1 second gap between these two. What can Jack do? Has Jack got answers to this? Let's have a look with Speedy though. Has the teammates got the same? I don't think it's going to be the same. 117.6 puts up to 9th, which pushes Rob and everyone else down a place. Let's have a look with Jack now. Let's see what Jack can do. Can Jack beat a 115.4? Moylan's sitting on a 116.6. Should be safe to see him through into Q1. But I'll have to say that Moylan will probably want to save his tyres. A 116 is pretty good for this. Like, he'll definitely see it through to Q3 finally. Okay, so Jack, 24.1. No idea what that means when it comes down to split times. We could have had a split time thing on my thing. I think on my thing. As Jack now into sector 2, he's got a bit of traffic ahead of me. Ahead of him, it looks like it's a Ferrari. But Jack's car does seem planted. Every track you go on, it just seems absolutely planted. Again, rides that curve beautifully. A lot more speed out of that corner than Daniel did, or what appeared to look like anyway. It looked like he had much more momentum through that. As he goes around to the penultimate corner, lovely kiss of the apex, runs it wide. Kiss of the apex again running wide into that, which is what you're meant to do. 112, 113, 114, 115.3. Oh, look at this. We have two new aliens. We have Jack's got competition. Jack has got competition as Moylan's has retired. Thinks he's safe. He should be. Now, where's Mr. Carl? Mr. Carl and Mrs. Carl are going to have a long season ahead of them because they're going to be absolutely knackered of all these treats given. Carl seems to have found his pace in this new game. Mrs. Carl's doing very well in Tier 2. These two are going to be shagged out by mid-season. If that, they've probably been shagged out already. Bunch of animals. There'll be 5 kids by the end of the season. There we go. So Carl now, Alfa Tauri looking absolutely sexy as always. Lovely turn around there. Lovely matte white and blue. Quick breath. I can't talk today. I think the emotion of Olivia Newton-John dying is kind of got to me a little bit. I think I need a break. I need a bit of a music moment. But crosses the line. Here we go. Carl crosses the line. A 1:18.6, which is not a bad time ordinarily, but it's not good enough for Q3 at the moment. Unless he can find another second at least. That's more than a second he needs to find, because Speedy's sitting in 10th on a 1:17.6. El Stefano, what can he do to improve? He's 1 second down, so he's probably nothing. Womax now. He's currently 2 attempts up. Again, like I said, great race around GP2, finishing second on track. He's done very, very well in Spain. Can he translate that into Italia? Can he translate his Spanish into Italian? We don't know. We'll wait and see. He comes around the penultimate corner, keeps it in 7th there. Long rev, massive cut of that corner. A bit of pepper in the throttle as he goes around the final. And he's full throttle now to the line. Holds it in 6th for a little bit. Up into 10th, 1:17.4. Knocks Joe down into 11th. So it's still time to improve. It's still 4 minutes on the clock. They can get another lap in here quite easily. I can't see Jack going out again, but you never know. He's a bit of an alien. He might want to go try and get into the 1:14s, knowing him. Who else we got? Where is our Dudifer? Alan. Alan's invalidated again. Oh, Stefano spun! Oh, big spin from him. Might have the best days today by looks of it. El Stefano. Can he get that back on the track? No angle. There he is. There he is. Chubb sitting in 5th on a 1:16.7. That should easily see him through into Q3. We'll stay on board. Is he on another lap or is he finished? Yeah, he's all down. Yeah, he's not on another lap. Who else we got? Let's have a look with Rob. Rob. He's obviously gone off track because his car's a bit dirty. So it might not be a great time from him. We'll just have a look. We'll have a look. Oh, Jack is out on another outlap. He's just ahead, I think, of Rob. What is the matter with you, Jack? Like, you're already, like, top with 1:15.3. That's already a ridiculous pace. Like, stop embarrassing everyone. Like, seriously, man. Like, you're raping like 15 people in the lobby right now. Like, enough. Here we go. But can Rob see an improvement? Can he do anything now? Well, it looks like he's going to be going on his lap now because he's got 4 ERS, so he'll be pushing from now. And here we go. ERS flying down. And we'll stay on board. We'll keep an eye on Rob, but we'll go back on board with Jack. Let's go back on board with Jack. So Jack right now, already top. He's not going to be. Oh, Jack. He definitely is human. Look at that. Okay, fuck Jack. Let's go back on board. Where's Al Jadifa? Alan. I can't help it, you know. His name's Al Jadifa. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit what you guys say. It's Al Jadifa. Like, it's taken him 4 years to say something. Fuck him. It's too late. It's like it's the president's stand now. It's, you know, it's like when you have a contract. You know, you haven't signed it by a certain amount of time, and you've worked and stuff, and you fucking signed it. So he's signed his name as Al Jadifa. El Stefano's retired in the pits. 1 minute 30, but he couldn't get around again. We have a spinner, I think. Or let's get out of the way, maybe. Oh, we're going on board with Rob. Still on board with Rob now. As he approaches the final 2 corners in Italy. There are people there that must have an amazing view of the track. Just sitting there, you know, bringing out their Chardonnay. Crosses the line from Rob, and he goes 12, 1, 17, 8. Won't see him into Q3 unless he pushes again. Looks like he is still pushing. Going to have no ERS to battle with, really. But we'll keep an eye anyway. Carl now. Can Carl improve? He needs to find a second. Like I said, it was more than a second now. A second and probably another 2 times on top of that. And a few more. Second and a half. Say second and a half. Don't make it too hard for him. Second and a half. Lovely. Where's Jack? Jack pushing again? Looks like he is. Jack's having another little push. Pat's gone very quiet as everyone's concentrating on the race. Don't forget, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Massive respect to the legend of Olivia Newton-John, ONJ. But here we go. So the checker flag is now waving for the end of Q2. It's going to mean Al Jadifa is out of Q2 and won't be into Q3. Can Carl see himself into Q3 as he makes his way to the line? Looks like it's going to be a big improvement, but is it going to be enough? No, shy, just shy. 1.1 second improvement, but it's only good enough for 11th place. Joe is going to also be out of Q2 as well, not improving there. So it means that everyone above Womax is now safely through, providing they don't crash or anything like that. Ow! My vape on the floor. So if you are listening, guys, you are safely through. You can now relax, take your foot off the acceleration, and just come into the pits for a lovely stroll. Because you're all through. Oh, that was a big jump. Who just jumped? Who just jumped? Ah! Licola. Licola jumped up into 4th, 116.5. Licola, I believe, is a reserve driver. I don't think he's taken a full-time seat that I'm aware of. But we'll jump on board. Anyone else actually on a lap? Or we're going into the pits? I think they're all going to file into the pits, really. Who's crossed the line? Oh, James. Ugh, useless, mate. Useless. Erez in the pit, and so is Womax. We'll stay on board with Mr. Al. Here we go. So we're waiting now for Erez to retire, and then we can crack on. Ah, he's full time. Who's he replaced? Who did he replace? In the Haas. La 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 la. Yeah, who did he replace? I can't even know who he replaced. Let's have a look. Haas. Oh, Evan. Must he replaced Evan? Oh, Evan not coming back. Boo. There we go. So unfortunately, is he coming back, Evan, or is he just because he's away for a while? I know that much. So saying goodbye to Carl, Speedy, Rob, Al Judifa, Alan, whatever, Dave, and El Stefano. Not having a great day so far. Let's have a look at his times. He's had a bit of a shocker today. Let's have a look. 119.3 is his first time. 129.1. No, 135.9. Went backwards, really. He's working. Working away for a while. Fair enough. Hopefully we'll see him back very soon. It's always nice to hear his sexy voice in the chat. Got a very sweet voice. I don't know anything in his voice. I just like to do an Irish accent. Here we go into Q3 now of Imola. Imola, 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 Imola. Imola, 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 Imola. Everyone will have a full-time seat in GP2 and GP3 when he is back in a couple of weeks. So there we go. No, not in GP2. Don't put him in GP3. Don't put him in my league. Don't put him in my league. Okay. Now, this is for the big boys. Who's going to get pole? Daniel D, Scotty, Chubb, Nicola, Moreland. As I said, Moreland, Lettuce, Erez, Jams, James Owl, Womax, and Avi. As Daniel D is first up on track. Why am I doing this accent? I don't even know why. Just started it. Who's been beaten out? He's beaten out James. James, boo. You're shit, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit. You're shit, you're shit. Can't even get out first on track. Not even in one session, mate. Useless. Are we doing... Oh, by the way, have they fixed the glitch yet with the tyres, or is that wishful thinking? So, are we going to see a highlighted, broadcasted formation lap? Or are we going to see a couple ones? Let's wait and see. I don't know. Hopefully, Rob will let us know in the chat. But I doubt it, because I think... Oh, yeah, he's out now. So, yeah, Rob will let us know. Do you know what? What makes you laugh, right? Codemasters will fix something and it'll break something else. I don't get it. Like, do not have anyone that tests it. I hate... No, Crofty will not interrupt me. I will fucking mute the little prick. Crofty knows fuck all about RPR. About F1 in general. He's useless. He has to get corrected by Brundle all the fucking time. Oh, hate... Let me do his job. One race. I won't swear, I promise. Unless Verstappen wins. But I won't swear. I won't swear. Fastest lap also be sub... Oh, yeah, that glitch in it. So, both started the lap. James has started it right behind Daniel, so he's going to get a lovely tow. Because you don't get that much dirty air anymore. So it's going to help him out quite a lot on this quite quick Imola track. So we'll stay on board with Daniel, because he's the first one across the line. We don't care about James. Lovely black helmet there from Danielle. And then we go purple sector, as you would expect. I've got no things up again. Wish that would stay, but never mind. Oh, he's gone wide. Daniel's gone wide. That's an invalidation from him. So he's probably going to pull out of his lap. Make sure he doesn't get in the way of James. So we'll jump down into James and we'll see him finish his lap. But if he ain't careful, Daniel is going to give James a lovely tow. Oh, he's... Never mind. He's spun it. He's spun it. Here we go. So James out. It will be set in the first time of the session, provided he can get round these last two corners without issue. How is that not invalidation? I don't know. Very twitchy on the exit there, but he will cross the line safely with a 1:16.7. Not a bad time from James. Not a bad time at all. We'll jump forward with Woo, not with Max. Scotty. There's Scotty. Scotty to Harry. Scotty now. What can he do? Has he got the stomach to go top? He does. 1:16.2. How long will he hold it for? As Moreland is going to cross the line on a 1:15.8. So he's not far behind the big boys, Moreland, but, you know, a bit out of touch at the moment. Let's have a look. Who we got on board with now? Where he's on his outlap. Erez is round a bit further right. Avi, Mr. Smooth. Oh, he's gone round. Mr. Smooth is not so smooth. That was a proper commentator's curse. He tries to hide behind the smoke, and he heads hopefully into the pits. And Chubb hopefully gets that, doesn't get into, you know, put off by that. Chubb's going to cross the line and set a 1:16.9 for 4th place. Who else we got? Arias now crossing the line. Doesn't make sense with his teammate, and he goes 5th on a 1:17.6. And then the other one we got now is Licola. Licola. Oh, Licola. I don't know why I'm singing his name. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I'm probably saying it completely wrong, like always. Let's put my stream in the chat because it's fun to do. Where the fuck is it? Not everyone. No. Let's put it in here. Let's stick it in there. Oosh. There you go. Licola. He's going to cross the line. A 1:16.7. It's the 3rd place. Not a bad time from him. And then let's go on to the wooest of maxes. Who's Olivia, Newton, and John? Fuck off. Just fuck off. Oh, don't make me play it again. Okay, hell, like, you got me cry, man. Let's forget the good bit. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Get to the good bit. Not yet. Oh, too early. Too early. Too early. Here we go. Here it comes. You must know this song. As Jack sets a 1:15.2. Hopelessly devoted to Jack. A 1:15 point. Hopelessly devoted. 1:15.2. Well done, Jack. Showing what you can do there. Boiler's out on an outlap. Can he beat that? Can he find 6 temps or more? I don't know. Daniel's also on a lap now. Daniel's about to cross the line though. What can Daniel do? Is he as alien? Oh, 1:15.3. It's very similar to what he did actually in Q2. That was very similar. Or was it what Jack did in Q2? I'm sure that time's been had there before. Oh, what Jack? Yes, it was Jack set a 1:15.363 as a 1:15.351. Very close to Jack's time in Q2. But Jack, being the alien that he is, he's found pace. As you would expect. Moylan now, let's see what he can do. Let's go on board, let's go on lap with Moylan. And he approaches now the first corner. What can he do? Lovely on the brakes, clips that curb lovely. And again on the exit, very smooth. First chicane, first couple of corners. Onto the faster chicane now, carries a lot of speed through. Lovely ride off the curbs there. Into the ish hairpin. Lovely clip of the apex as well. And a full throw up the hill. Blind hill here as he approaches the 150 marker board. Brakes to the 150. Clips it. Lovely. And again on the exit. Riding those curves beautifully. Another quick section of the track here. And he smashes that. Now onto the hard traffic bump chicane. Oh, bit bumpy there. Not so clean on the exit. But lost a couple of attempts there. But what can he do as he approaches the final 2 corners? Can he beat his time? Can he improve? Can he see podiums? Oh, sorry, podiums? Can he see pole? Oh, no, he can't. He's gone round. He's out. He's out. Oh no, he hit that curb a bit too much on the exit, and it just sent him round. Nothing he can do about it, but that will see Moreland out of Q3. Currently sitting in third. I can't see anyone beating him, to be honest, but that is a huge shame from him. Feel like he's up for a good time. He's half a second up as well, so it could have been an easily good time. What a shame. And we was on board for the whole thing as well. Anyway, Avi now invalidates his lap. Can he do another one? No, he can't. He's going to the pits. Where's Chubb? Chubb, lovely ride of the curb, but he's validated it as well. Come on, lads, keep it on track, for God's sake. The Chubb invalidated on that corner, actually. We just jumped on him. Another complicated curse. Evening, Con. How are you today, buddy? As we're seeing Womax now on his outlap. Can he do anything? Can he set a lap, first of all? Can he get on the board? With 2 minutes to go now. Daniel is out on an outlap, trying to see if he can beat the alien that is Jack. Although Daniel looks like he's got just as much pace. A bit of a twitch there from Womax. Massive twitch there from Womax. We'll see what speeds is he going to hit when he gets to the braking point. He's 205 right now, and he hits the braking. Lovely so far. Who else we got on board? Anyone else leaving the pits? Scotty's left the pits. Lilica's left the pits on an outlap. 1 minute 30 to go, so if you want to leave now, now's your time. I'm good laughing at Moylan. That's not very nice. That's not very nice, is it, Mr. Cons? Mr. Cons, how's Chloe, by the way? I'm gonna have a fucking clouded lemonade, I think. So those that don't know why I wasn't here last week, I was in Cornwall on lovely holidays. We went to a cider farm where they make all manner of drinks, and one of them was this clouded lemonade, which is fucking amazing. Jack is out on track. So, everyone pretty much is out on track other than Chubb and Erez. We are on board right now with Avi on his out lap, but Scotty's on an actual lap, so let's see with Scotty. It's so nice. So nice. Hey, now Scotty. Womax goes to 117.0. Beats Erez. Just about. We're staying on board though with what's called the McLaren's off track then. So what can Scotty do? Can Scotty beat Avi and see the second row of the grid? Most retired. Looks like that's on track. That looks on track. These cars still going round. Scotty crosses the line. He goes a lot slower. He's got to try and go again. Yeah, the flags are waving now. I want to jump on board with Jack. I do want to see. Be careful, guys, because there is a Womax on track. It looks like that he's retired on track. One for the stewards, maybe. I'm glad she's good. Tell us hello for all the people. Daniel goes faster than 115.0. So Daniel has set a gauntlet down for Jack. Can Jack find 2 temps on this lap? He's got 1 lap to do it, and he's only just found out that he's been beaten. We'll see as he crosses the sector line at the end of this straight-ish. Just have a look. Is he faster? He's just under 2 temps, which is what he needs. Can he do anything? He's gone round. The pressure's got to him. Jack is human after all. Daniel will see pole. Jack will see second, unless anyone can do anything about this. I don't see how they can, really, as Avi is going to come down to cross the line. That's a big shame. They also could have meant if Moreland crossed the line and didn't have his crash, he would have seen Jack in third. Avi's coming to the pits. Scotty's invalidated. James crosses the line, doesn't improve, and that will be the it. That will be the it. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my life aside. I'm not well, man. I'm not well. I need sectioning. I need fucking sectioning. I need sectioning. So waiting for now these 3 layabouts to retire, and then we can get on to some racing. Boogity, 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 let's go racing. Woo, 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 woo. But now there's nowhere to hide. Did you push my life inside out of my head? There's a key there somewhere. Here we go. Jack, not your pole sitter. Daniel D is. Will this mean a turn in the tides in RPR? Daniel is your pole sitter, like I said, 15-0 was his time. So Jack was just shy of that when he crossed the second sector. He had to find a couple more attempts, well, a couple more thousand attempts to beat that time. Moyland is in third after that big crash he had. Avi is in fourth, Scotty in fifth, Likala in sixth, James out in seventh, Chubb is in eighth, Womax in ninth, and Erez in 10th place. There we go. Let's get on some racing. And now we'll try and drown out Crofty, but I don't know if you can really. He just goes to chat some bollocks really, isn't he? Constantly chatting crap his old Crofty. I'm looking forward to crossplay when it comes. Did anyone try it, by the way? Did anyone try a crossplay session over the weekend as it was available? How did it go? Was there bugs? Did it work? Are Xbox as slow as we all think they are? I don't know, because I wasn't there. I was playing bingo, mate. Go table. Because I'm 60. But the nutty bitch is back, and she's got a mate this time as well. Look. Oh, fuck, you know. Again, that steward in orange is like, what the fuck are these bitches doing? Oh, hang on, she's got a mate down there as well. Look, a bloke. There's a bloke there going nuts. Look at him, look. Where he's thinking he's seen a field goal. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, probably messed it up. Yeah, probably did. You probably got onto crossplay with F1 and you were playing FIFA with F1 cars. Yeah, Rocket League. But now. This guy's all on PS4s. Fucking hurry up. We want to get racing, lads. We want to get racing. I'll be updated. Oh, El Stefano's left. Rat roll. How much time to come back in? As I will now hand
the formation lap gets underway, and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out.
So, while Crofty's chatting shit, we're going to go through the tyre shop.
So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to
basically by that,
points from today's
everyone
race,
that chose to leave hard on mediums other than one person.
Race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
There's a strategy there. Look, there's a medium hard or soft medium hard. But we can't even see anything else other than this. Can't do nothing. Gotta wait now because Codemasters can't. Well, no, Codemasters. EA can't get their shit together. So here we go as they line up on the grid. At the start of the second Italian Grand Prix. There we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. Elsewhere's rejoined. And away we go here in Imola. Jack gets a fairly good start, but Daniel seems to have a run on him. As they go round, bad angle there as there's massive glitching graphics behind. Moylan dropping down a place to fourth, and Avi makes a move around the outside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Oh, no, he can't. Moylan's come back at him. Great defence from Moylan as that is James out going wide on track, trying to see if he can get past that Ferrari. Nothing happening yet. With that, everyone seems to got away fairly cleanly, although there is a Rob at the back. Rob had a bit of a bad start there. Scotty looks like he's got side by side with someone, but there's no timing by him. But there we go, everyone seems to be getting away fairly cleanly. A lot of jostling into the places and stuff. Johnny is back and he's now in 11th place. Good start from him. From basically last into 11th on the first couple, like half a lap. There we go. We don't care about tyre strategies, we don't really give a shit. And there we go, Daniel leading the race from Jack right now. Everyone's still fairly clean. It's very hard to see battles on track at this stage on the Grand Prix. Obviously, everyone is just starting off. I can't see Scotty has no timing of anything, so I don't know what's going on with that. But there we go. So, after lap 1, Daniel is your race leader. Jack is in second. Moylan in third. Avi, there we go, look, the stupid times. 20 seconds this time. 20 second times. Oh, James is out. James is out. Where's he crashed? Where's he crashed? In the pits? What happened to James? James, what happened? I hate to do this, but I've got to retire. Oh, family issue. Oh, shit. Sorry, I missed that. Okay, James, thank you anyway. So, we'll see you soon. Hazojo has spun as well, so he's at the back of the grid. I wonder what happened to James did. So, right now, these front four starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. For some reason, it's showing me Scotty is a lap down. I don't know what's I'm trying to pause it. Come out. No, it's still there. Oh, this game is so broken. I don't understand this game. It's so screwed up. It is so screwed up. Scotty is not a lap down, so ignore that. I don't know why it's saying he is. There we go. Going along now. Just nothing really to see at the moment. Everyone is still kind of close together. Gaps are starting to form here and there, but nothing really major at the moment. We're going to have Nicola trying to keep up with Avi, but he's dropping back a couple of laps now. He's got a big gap from him and Chubbs. It's a bit of no man's land as Chubbs is getting caught by Speedy as Dutchface makes a move on El Stefano down the back straight, or home straight. Who else we got here is that Aljadifa and Carl having a little scrap. Not Carl, sorry, Rob. There's not so much Rob can do there. It had a little look. Couldn't really do anything as of yet. A bit early in the race at the moment. Johnny's doing well up into 9th place. Stuck behind. I don't know. Times are fixed. There it is. He did have a good start, man. It was good. I was like really surprised. I thought he crashed. I didn't see the chat. Oh, a bit right there from Scotty, but managed to keep it on track. The little battle forming here as Avi is now dropped completely from the front three as they're now in the little walls of the road. But they are starting to gap themselves. Oh, sorry, I can't talk to them. All three of them at the front are starting to gap themselves now. The gaps are literally 9/10 between all of them as Moylan is dipping in and out of ERS. DRS even. We're going to stay on board with this battle for sixth place. DRS has been enabled, so here we go. Oh, Scotty didn't get it apparently. No, DRS for Scotty. I don't see how. He was right behind. As Johnny going to make up 1 place. Looks like he's going to try and make up 2, but he's now right behind Speedy. As we're seeing a Red Bull Mercedes battle that we've been longing to see. Dax managed to pull the gap closer as well with the help of DRS. I think Moylan had that assistance. We've got a long train as well from Carl in 12th down into 16th. We'll just try and keep an eye on these battles as we see fit. But right now, there's a movement there from El Stefano. Is he going to try and attack Erez? Or was it Erez attacking him? I'm not too sure. No, it was Erez Erez attacking El Stefano. He does make that move stick. So Erez up into 13th. Carl gets a bit of breathing space now as Aljadifa and Rob are still scrapping it out. Hud's having a really bad day today. He's gone round yet again. It's the 3rd time in 4 laps he's gone round. His tyres must be screwed. As Aljadifa spun as well. Oh, he's gone round. Just left that battle and he's spun round as well. Wide from Rob. Has he got damage on his car? Or is that just fake? Elsewhere's gone wide as well there. There's no safe. Oh, Hud's just stuck, I think. He's going to get lapped. He's going to get lapped already. So everyone seems to be going okay. Let's go back to the battle between Speedy, Johnny and Scotty. Scotty still managing to hold on to the back of these two. Speedy can't really pull in Chubb like he wants. As El Stefano, another spinner. Oh, it's Dutchface. Dutchface has gone round. He's got to drop down the order. regains, you know, and he's going to carry on. No damage, I think, just a little spin. So we'll carry on with... That's gone around again? No, I think it went around again as I left it. Johnny Stokes still all over the back of Speedy. Again, I can't see any... I don't know why they're doing this. Just keep that. Oh, Joe's gone wide to keep the place there. Bit of a twitch. Can Johnny Stokes take advantage of that? Hazojo gets a 10-second penalty. Jesus, Hazojo's not having a good day at all. He'll be disqualified by the next lap. Meanwhile, so you'll keep an eye on the battle between Erez. I'm about to say that Erez and Carl. Has Carl gone round? He has. Oh no, Carl. He's with his teammate at the back. He can't get in the car straight. Take it easy, my friend. Take it easy. Hazojo tied in the pit. Unsurprising. Johnny Stokes, can he make the move on Speedy? No, he can't. But Joe has caught up to the back of Chubb. So Chubb must have made a mistake there himself. Has he got damage on his wing? Doesn't appear to. But that's definitely helped out Joe, as he's now got a bit of DRS assistance. And also, who's joining that party there? That's Wumax. So Wumax is joining this little battle. This battle for 6th is back on with Wumax now in the mix. So slowly catchy monkey. The gap between 1st, 2nd and 3rd is opened up a lot now. 1 and 2 second gaps. So this is the closest battle we got on track. The angles they give me are terrible. Here we go, we'll try and work with it. Oh, Joe gets to have a little twitch there. I wish they'd give you a helicopter view. I was trying to keep on a helicopter view. That's what I want. Oh, very good there from Johnny Stokes. He had to slow down really because he had so much momentum going through that chicane. Now they're all going to be in a DRS train behind Chubb. He's going to pick up a penalty as well though. So that's going to affect him during the end of this race. Can Johnny make the move? Who's got the best setup for this? Now we know that Wumax was running his Imola setup around Spain. What can he do actually here in Imola as Johnny Stokes is trying to make a move around the outside, and he does. Great move from the Mercedes driver there, up into 7th and now chasing down 6th place of Chubb. That was very good awareness there from Speedy as well, but not much he could do in that defence. Johnny had so much more overspeed and did really well there on the attack. We've also got Dutchface and Rob in 12th and 30th. We've done a little battle as well. We'll keep an eye out on that. Every time I say that, someone seems to spin as well, so I'll keep an eye. Make sure no one spins. It's a very spinnable track. But these two are now starting to leave behind Joe. Joe is still in that DRS, which he will need to have if he wants any chance of 1, defending against Scotty, and 2, staying with Johnny. And he's now dipping in and out of it, so he's struggling a little bit for pace right now, is Joe. On the medium tyres as well. We'll have a look at tyres everyone's on. A wheel spin there in 5th gear from Speedy. But there we go. Most drivers are either on softs, are on hards or on mediums. So we don't need to see that. We'll come back to that in a little bit. We don't want to see stops or anything like that either. So we'll just leave it as nothing for the time being. Have as less interruption as possible. As Johnny now makes the move, this time round down the inside of Chubb. Chubb's got nothing in response as Scotty's got around the outside. Just seen as Johnny's done the same thing as Chubb's come back at Johnny and got back past. That is a great defence that we seem to have missed. Well done, Chubb. We're really battling it out there. It's not going to help though, because it's going to bring Scotty and Speedy back into this little party. Wumax has fallen off a lot now. He's 1.8 seconds behind. Also, the gap between Dutchface and Rob is now a massive 2 seconds. So, yeah, again, we're just on this one battle. Daniel D is leading the way right now, 1.5 seconds ahead. Moreland is dropping as well from these two as Chubb goes really wide there. Can Johnny see anything from that? No, he can't. I think if he keeps on doing that kind of stuff, they're going to be looking at the stewards for leaving the track and gaining an advantage there, because he left the track, kept his position. But we don't really want to see penalties here. We want to see racing. And there we go. Now Johnny, on a second attempt, can he get past Chubb? He tried the inside, didn't work. Now he's going to try the outside. Chubb knows he's coming. You can see him in his mirrors. Let's have a look on board now. Chubb's got a lot of overspeed now. Oh, I don't think he can do it. He can't. Chubb didn't even use any overtake there, so he knew he had Johnny Stokes covered by the looks of it. But these three are starting to pull away from Speedy as well, so Joe needs to catch up. Also, we have Imola. Imola is catching the back of Avi for the battle for fourth, so we'll keep an eye on these two as well. We'll jump back here, but have a look at this little battle quickly. So in the Haas now, the Haas driver, Ferrari engine, is now chasing down the full Ferrari. Need to get a good exit out of this chicane, have a chance of the DRS in the next part of the straight. Not too bad. Lost a bit of time there. Avi took that very nicely. But can he keep within the DRS? He should be able to. And he's got the overtake as well. He's got a lot more overtake than Avi. 57% compared to Avi's 20. Using it all a little bit now. There we go, DRS is wide open. Avi on 15%. I think Imola going to do it. He's too far away. Yeah, he's too far. Can't do nothing there. Go back to Johnny. Can Johnny have a second attempt or third attempt even? Goes to the outside this time. Can Chubb see it off? Chubb's going to have to slip behind. He has to give that up. Chubb gives it up and Johnny takes the place and into sixth. Scotty still waiting for that mistake from these two as Joe is way out of now. It must be a mistake from Joe. He's now been attacked by Womax. Right behind him. Oh no, Johnny's gone round. What happened to Johnny? Johnny must have made a mistake there as that was a twitch, or that was the mistake that Scotty was waiting for as Chubb and Scotty both go past him. Not sure what happened there, but we'll stay on board with this battle again. Why can't we have a highlight cam on this game? Just show me these little bits, you know, so I can see what happened. No idea. Imola and Avi are still separated by 7 tenths as they approach the final 2 corners. That is starting to reel in Daniel a little bit now, only a tiny bit. Gap's 1.1. He's nearly with DRS as well, so that's going to be one to watch in a little while. Imola, yeah, too far away I think this time as well, so we'll jump back to this battle. Can Scotty do anything behind Chubb? He has got DRS open, he's got a lot of overtakes to use up as well, being saving behind. He's got so much more speed, but has he got enough to get him to the first corner? As they go side by side, is he going to be ahead? Down the inside, and he is. Great move there from Scotty. A lot of overtake used up, well 10% used up to make that move past, but it worked out beautifully for him. And he's now into 6th place. Patience was very much a virtue there for the Alfa Romeo. But Chubb is trying to round the outside of him. Scotty knows he's there and runs him out of room. He ain't going to get that past that easily. Scotty's more wise than that, my friend. But these guys are battling it out. Good friends they are. They're league admins as well. No. Can't talk. League admins. Scotty gets a penalty there though for running a bit wide. Bit of pressure put on by Chubb probably. Forced him into a bit of a mistake. So we'll stay on board with these guys. Johnny is right behind this battle as well as Joe is. I thought he was catching up, but he's not. Womax is still right behind him. Yellow flag's waving, and it's Dutch faces round again. I don't think there's damage on that car. I'm just trying to wait to see if there's anything on the end plate. No, both end plates seem to be there. All the wings seems to be there. Just a little spin from the Dutchman himself. And here we go. Can Chubb do anything in response? But no overtake to really fight with. And Johnny is a bit too far away from Chubb himself, so he can't do anything really. Quick reminder of what tyres is everyone on. So the top 3. Oh, that's Chubb. Chubb went round. Chubb went round there as I was looking at that. So what happened with Chubb? Oh, he got a twitch on the exit, and Johnny just avoids him as well. As great move there from Chubb on Womax. That came out of nowhere. Johnny is 1.1 seconds from Scotty. So that little mistake there cost Johnny a bit of time, but he's going to start reeling in Scotty again. Johnny is on these medium tyres, so they won't be lasting as long as Scotty on the hards, but they'll be much quicker. Much quicker. El Stefano is also right in the back of Carl for the battle of 15th place. They're currently in Sector 2, so we'll keep an eye on those in a little while. I'm staying on board this battle here as Jack is nearly within a DRS zone of Daniel. So we'll keep an eye on them as well. I think Johnny's a bit too far away from Scotty. We'll have DRS though to reel him back in, but he won't make a move, I don't believe now anyway. He's very, very low on the ERS, 14% compared to Scotty's 44. Chubb chasing down Speedy after his little mistake. Joe's on 5% ERS. Chubb on 20% now. So again, Joe slightly more. So I think you need at least half a second to be in that DRS zone to make an overtake. Being 7 temps, 6 temps, you're not going to be close enough to make that move unless you're literally rinsing your overtake and you've got a lot of it to use up. So we'll stay on board with this little battle now and see if anyone can make a move. Try and catch a mistake from someone maybe. You know, we've seen a couple of spinners. Oh, there we go. Single devil. Joe goes a little bit wide but doesn't lose it on track, so he's all good. Very slow there. It's contact between him and Chubb. Big contact there. And that's cost him a place. Womack has to come to emergency stop as well to avoid that. Erez shoots past them both off the track, so he may have to get that back, you know, because that was an overtake off track under yellows. So back to green. What is my phone doing, ringing? Oh, sorry about that, I am back. Okay, so who we've got? Avi's coming to the pits. He's put on the hard tyres, so mediums are hards for Avi. We have another spinner, and it's Dutch face again. He's not having the best of days, is he, today? He's going to be at the back of the grid fighting with El Stefano. As the gap's still quite wide, other than the battle here for 5th place between Scotty and Johnny. So these two guys battling it out yet again. Obviously, Johnny is going to be struggling fairly soon. Them tyres are going to start falling off. Okay, so on to this battle. We have Jack coming to the pits. Jack is pitted from 2nd place. So I would assume he'll be going on to the medium tyres, and he is mediums. Bit early pit stop though from them hards. Quite an early stop from him. Is he going to go a 2-stop? Is he going to try and go in again for another set of mediums or a set of softs at the end? I don't know. He's come up right behind this battle now for 3rd place with Scotty and Johnny. Take a little while for his tyres to heat up as a couple more drivers are pitting. Let's have a look at the tyres now as people are starting to pit. There's a lot of medium runners are coming into the pits to put on those hards. So it's a bit surprised from Jack that he's putting on the medium so early. As a mistake there from Scotty has opened the door for Johnny to take that position. Johnny is now in 3rd place. Hang on a minute. Why is Johnny in a Mercedes? Why is Mull in the Mercedes? Wait. Someone's in the wrong car here. What? I've just noticed this. Why are they in the wrong cars? What's happened? Why is Johnny... What's he meant to be in? Alfa Romeo. Johnny, you're in the wrong car, mate. Absolute shambles. Shambles. So there we go. I don't know. Everyone's in the wrong car. Everyone just chooses what car they want to be in. Yeah, it's new season, but they're not meant to... Moylan is meant to be teammates with El Stefano, not with Johnny. Johnny is meant to be in the Alfa Romeo with Scotty. And Jack is in the right car, but El Stefano is in Chubb's seat. And Chubb is in the Aston Martin, which is Hadzojo's Booker Bronco seat. So everyone's in a bit mixed up. What is going on? Yeah, Burger GP2. Yes, he is. So whether Johnny's made the mistake and it's just caused a ripple effect, but I don't know what's happened there. I've only just noticed. They're all in the wrong cars. But there we go. It doesn't matter. Jack now, with his tyres up to temp, is now right behind Scotty on these fresh tyres. It should be a simple move, really, from Jack on Scotty. Daniel D has pitted from the lead. So again, another early pit stop. So obviously he's got to cover off Jack, what Jack's doing. Waller is staying out, which I think is the right call to do. You know, 16 laps, you can do more than that on these hards, surely. Will Daniel be out ahead of Jack? Jack is coming down the main straight now. He's going to have DRS's help against Scotty. Scotty has nothing to do there, and Daniel is way out ahead of Jack. But it'll take him a few laps or a couple of corners to get his tyres warmed up and up to temp. So we'll stay on board with these two and keep an eye on that battle. Scotty going to hold him to the back of Jack right now. As Johnny Stokes is coming to the pits as well, put on a fresh set of hards from his medium tyres. Alan has come into the pits as well to get rid of his hard tyres. Maybe it is the right time for hard tyres. I thought they would have gone longer, to be honest. As Rob is right behind Johnny. Everyone is very much out of place right now with this everyone on the tyres and pitting as well. You can see there, Johnny definitely struggling to get the temps into those hards. As Rob is right over the bucket, right all over the bucket. But we'll stay on board with this little battle for the time being while we're waiting for everyone else to pit. I want to jump on with Moyle actually. Moyle is out again, say that again. So he's obviously thinking that his tyres can go a bit further than the average. And I believe he's probably the right case. Scotty's doing the same thing, staying out. Chubb, what's Chubb going to do? Like Chubb might be coming in. I think looks like he thought about it. But Chubb is staying out as well. So right now, obviously the gap between Moylan and Daniel, Moylan is going to get pipped no matter what happens. Because like it's 12-second gap, the pit stops are longer. So maybe Moylan's hoping for a safety car, something that will cause him to come out in the lead of Jack and Daniel with fresh tyres. Got nothing else to really fight for. No, he might as well give it a risk. Scotty has to pit as well, but so does Chubb, so there's a huge gap for him to fall into in front of Avi. That penalty is not going to help. Feels like a penalty for Moylan there. That's a big shame for him, as Womack is coming for softs. Womack, man, what are you doing? They're not going to make it to the end. They're not going to go to the end. What are you doing, my friend? It's not even worth a fast lap attempt, because we can't do it a fast lap attempt. Laps are screwed up. Joe is come back right behind him. Well, they come right in front of Joey, I should say. And Joe backs off there on these fresh hards. Look at that though, them fresh stops, not keyed up as of yet. So Joe makes a simple move around the outside, and that's a good overtake there from the Red Bull. So I'm going to Moylan again staying out. So I reckon Moylan is waiting for a safety car. He must be. Unless, because I don't know why he would stay out so long, but then again, a lot of drivers are staying out on these hards. Daniel within 11.3 away from him. Again, like I said, he's got nothing to really lose, Moylan, by doing this. It takes one mistake, one safety car, and that's going to be him back in the lead of this race. Potentially. If he can get in out of the pits in time. But other than that, there's no real battles on track other than the one that's looming against Speedy and Womax. Once his tyres are heated up. Right now, everyone is very much spaced out. So we'll stay on board with the race leader Moylan, although technically the race leader still is Daniel, as he has pitted. There we go, Moylan's setting out another lap on these tyres. Let's jump on board now with Womax as he's right on the back of what that ain't Womax. That's Womax. Thank you, game. Give me the right play, driver. Jesus. Two misses. So right now on board with this battle between Speedy and Womax. Is it going to rain? They said it was gonna, there's a chance of rain, but so far it's just got a bit cloudy. There's no rain I can see. Maybe that's what Warden is waiting for, a bit of rain maybe? Because James said rain for the race with sunny spells. So far we've had a completely sunny race. So I don't know if rain is going to come. It does look cloudy. But with 12 laps to go, is it going to be heavy enough rain to cause this change? As Womax jumps Speedy in the pit. Oh, wait a minute. Jump Speedy. It's a hard one to call. Maybe that's what Morden's hoping for, a bit of rain. But he'll need it to come fairly soon because Daniel is starting to close that gap on him. So that's the only thing I can think that maybe Morden hasn't hit. He's waiting for the rain to come. It's getting cloudier, so it's possible. Yellow flags are waving ahead. That looks like it's a Red Bull. I think. I don't know what that was though. There's no rain on my screen, whether they have rain on theirs. It has got dark. It has got a lot darker. It'd be good if we can see a weather map or something as a spectator, but we can't have that privilege, unfortunately. But so far, Moylan's holding out as long as he can on these hard tyres, so maybe he'll jump to softs if the rain is not coming. We don't obviously know if any driver has, you know, seen rain in 15 or rain is coming in with Elvis. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But right now, Moylan's still leading this race. And I believe if he is waiting for rain, he'll be going out as long as he can. And he'll just keep lapping, because these can basically make it to the end anyway. These hard tyres. He is staying out again. He's going to get a lovely drag from the Red Bull ahead of him. I believe that is Womack. Oh, that's Speedy. What is Speedy doing? Get out of his way. Doing a hobo toe there. But yeah, other than that, El Stefano and Al Jadifa have, I'd say, a bit of a battle, but there's a bit of a huge gap between them. El Stefano hasn't pitted yet. Well, sorry, hasn't pitted since the start of the race. He's still on his mediums that are 20 laps old. Everyone else has pitted on fairly fresh tyres, other than Moylan and Scotty and Chubb. Rob also, and Dutchface haven't pitted either, so they're all hopefully waiting out probably for a bit of rain. I reckon Moylan will probably go to softs if he can. Like I said, he'll need to get them to at least lap 24, 25, and stretch those softs. I don't think they can last much longer. As Carl gets a penalty there, 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits multiple times. Yeah, so that's the thing I can. Yeah, it's either gonna hold out for a potential bit of rain that will help him, a safety car potentially at this point, or he's just going to go, do you know what, rain ain't going to come, I'm just going to whack on a pair of softs, get me to the end. He'll probably have a huge disadvantage between him and the two he's chasing, Daniel and Jack, and I doubt he'll be able to make that time up on even on soft tyres. He will need a safety car or something to help him out, I think, to have a chance of a win here. Podium's pretty much guaranteed for him, but a win not so much at the moment, unless the weather favours him. But again, look, 12 laps still to go, 11 laps still to go. It's just cloudy. It's just cloudy. We'll jump on with Johnny Stokes. Avi and Johnny Stokes now getting close together. Avi's already flashing on his DRM. Oh, hang on. The weather has opened. Look at this. We have some rain. We do have rain here at Imola. It is starting to rain. Will this be heavy enough or continuous enough to activate a wet race and put on the inters? We don't know. We've got to wait and see. We're on board right now with the battle between Johnny and Avi. So Womax right now could be sitting quite pretty with his softs on. He'll need to pit fairly soon. The rain is now coming as Moylan is in. So I would assume it's inters. It is. Moylan's going for inters. A very early call for inters. So Moylan's coming for inters. So is Joe. Those coming for Inters. Will Scotty do the same? Yeah. No. Thought about it. No, he stayed out. Chubb now. This could be a bold call from Moylan. It doesn't look like it's even wet enough to cause any kind of slipperage. As Chubb stays out as well. So, could it be an early call? Too early for Moylan? I don't know. It doesn't look wet enough at all. Unless it really thunders it down on this lap, it's not going to be heavy enough. Avi is in as well. Into the tyres, I believe, for Avi. It is. The Inters for Avi as well. So a couple of drivers risking it. Moylan's got nothing to lose in this situation. He might as well risk the Inters and see what he can do. But if it doesn't get heavy enough, then this rain is going to overheat. Well, lack of rain is going to overheat those tyres massively. As where are his rivals on track? Daniel is coming around the final corner now. Will he come into Inters? No, he's staying out. Jack, he's staying out as well. Moylan's gaining. He is gaining. Moylan is gaining on the guys ahead of him, but he gets these sort of slippery moments. That's the problem. Is it enough? He gained enough. 4.2 the gap between him and Scotty. Let's have a look at him at the leaders. It's 26.8 seconds and he holds it. Massive squeaky bum time. This is what I'm saying. This is the problem with the Inters. They're going to be overheating because it's just not wet enough. It's just not wet enough. As someone spun, is it like his touch face? Yeah, no, it's Rob. Rob's gone round. Facing the right way, he is. That is damage to his wing, no, definitely, because that was in a wall by the looks of it. Or has he got away with it? He might have got away with it, you know. But there we go, Moylan's still out on these. That coming back out. Oh, Scotty's come out. Yeah, so Scotty's come in now for Inters. So has Chubb. So has Johnny now. The leaders still haven't, but they're about to come around to the pit now. The gap between them, 27 seconds after that, Moylan nearly had a massive spin. So it's not helped out Moylan as much as he would have hoped. The gap isn't really coming down as Altitude retired this full safety car, which means it is. Oh, that's not helped Moylan, I don't think, at all. That's not helped him at all, because that means Jack and Daniel are going to get an even faster pit stop. That's come out at the complete wrong time. And it is a full safety car as well. Full safety car. Oh no. Oh no, Moylan. That's a shame. That is a huge shame. I think if it weren't for that safety car, Moylan's coming for a fresh set, I think. He might as well. Fresh set of Inters. What's he got to lose? That's a huge shame for Moylan. I think that safety car was called a couple of seconds later. Daniel would maybe not have come into the pits, or Jack would not have come into the pits. Oh, never mind there. But I would expect everyone now in the pits for a fresh set of Inters. On board now with the only structural hard runner, dry runner. And it is Inter tyres for Lineker as well. Oh, Licola as well. So as they all gather behind the safety car, are there back markers in the way? Doesn't look like there is, but Scotty's done very well out of that. Scotty's now sitting in third. So Scotty called it right, went one lap later than Moylan's. Obviously Moylan had to take the risk, but that safety car wasn't really on the forecast for Moylan's plan. So it's kind of screwed him a little bit there. As the weather has took a turn and now the track now much wetter than before. No back markers, which is good. Not going to be in the way, but there will be one further down the line. But you can see there, Moylan on track there. There is Chubb, and you've got two drivers of El Stefano and Carl stuck. Moylan is good in the wet. He is good in the wet, but that wasn't the last game. I've not seen him on this game in the wet position. This is the first wet race I've seen /commentated /raced on. So we'll see how these guys can handle it. I know Moylan struggled with the new dynamics of this game a little bit when it first started. But has he picked it up with a new update, that handling update come out? We'll take this off the leader now. And we'll go back to this. So All starting to gather up behind safety car. There's a huge train back here. What is going on back here? So it's behind Womack. Safety car's gone around one lap already. That's one lap completed from safety car. So they've got 2 more laps to try and catch up. They're quite far away. Clearly sharing sectors, but I believe they should be able to catch up quite quickly. But the problem we do have it that there is lap drivers in the mix. So Carl is now stuck in this mix with the rest of them, and same as El Stefano. Joe as well will be in a bit of a pickle. So yeah, a bit of a bold call from Worden and Joe there. That's not really paid off. Let's wait and see what happens now. As they all gather up behind the safety car. We'll stay on board with Womack. He's the last one. Let's have a spin. Joe's retired. Joe's crashed. Joe's crashed under the safety car. What's happened there? He's lost it through here. Where's he gone off? Oh, there he is, into the wall. I thought I was going to follow him then. So Joe is out of the race. Big shame for him. I'll probably be happy with that, to be honest, though, Joe. He's not had the best of races today. He's out of the points, he's lapped. Not much chance of him coming back into this race. I think anyone that's in a lap position now is kind of screwed. It's brought back Rob a little bit into this race, and Womack. Because they're going to have a bit more fun and errors as well, obviously. Dutch Face, considering he's spun so many times, he's still in the points. Dutch Face is holding him. Then we've got Avi there, Johnny Stokes, Nicola, Chubb, Moylan, Scotty. There you go, there's the guy I was talking about. They've got a McLaren there of El Stefano, who is Moylan's teammate, and then Carl ahead of El Stefano. The 2 back markers in the way of Chubb. Hopefully they don't get in the way too much. Another game where unfortunately back markers are not allowed to overtake safety car, which is a big shame. I'd like to see that back one day. It was in like one of the older F1 games, so I don't know why they can't bring it back in now. Safety car should be in this lap anyway, as the guys are now starting to bunch up. Womack's the last one to pick this back. Trying to get as much heat into his tyres as humanly possible, but with this wet situation, I don't think it's going to be very easy to do. There we go, Womack's now on the back pretty much of this pack, of this snake. So we'll wait for that call for a safety car to be in this lap. I'm assuming we won't get told because the game is broken. We didn't even tell us actual full safety car, just yellow 1, 2 and 3. We have to guess that. I'm assuming after this chicane we'll know more. Go around the chicane. Oh, there we go. Safety car in this lap. We do get told. So now Daniel's going to pack up. We'll jump on board with Scotty and we'll see what the strategy is going to be. Is it going to be a safety car following it in, or are you going to try and catch Jack unaware? Safety car is round the penultimate corner, just ahead. Very quick safety car lap from Daniel. Staying fairly close behind the safety car. He hasn't gone yet. He's still waiting. And he's gone now though. He has gone now. Jack not really caught out. Maybe a little bit. Good start there from Scotty and Worden as well though. No one else seems to be massively caught out there. As I thought someone moved on that way. But Daniel will lead this race with a few more laps to go. 3 laps left of this Imola Grand Prix. We have yellow flags waving, and that is, I believe, Carl. Yes, Carl's gone round, and also I think El Stefano, they just get out of the way of the lead of the drivers, which is a good tactic to do. As Moylan now taking a dive up the inside of Scotty and makes it stick. Moylan back up into 3rd place. Jack right now is 9/10 away from Daniel. Moreland's got to try and gain 1.3 back on them. He has got a penalty as well, same as Scotty. So he's got to try and gap Chubb as much as he can to try and keep his third place. Can Chubb beat these guys to gain a third place? Right now it's not looking so good. They've already dipped out that 3 place or 3-second window. We're dipping out of it as we speak. Moreland is very quick in the wet, but he's already gained 3 attempts on Jack actually, but he's doing fairly well. He's doing fairly well there as we are waiting to see the gaps as they cross the line. Bit of a twitch there from Moreland on the exit, and again his car is very twitchy. It does seem to suit him. We do call him the fish. Gets momentum out of that twitch. Rumax makes the move past Robson Racer there for 11th place. The gaps starting to reset themselves again, back to 1.3 seconds between Moreland and Jack. There's a 3-4 laps to go right up this Imola Grand Prix. Johnny Stokes is making a move potentially on Lineker, going side by side. Are they going to have the through? There's contact there, big contact, and they go. It's going to be huge. Who's that going past? Avi's trying to make the jump on all of them. They're still all bunched up right now. Chubb keeps the position. Johnny in 6th. Avi back into 7th. As he's making another move, it's Lineker. Oh, he's gone round again. Big contact. Big contact there between the Haas and Avi. I don't think there's damage on either car though. I think it's just a will-to-will, probably done by the probably have to see that by the stewards later on. But that's a big shame there as Lineker comes out of the points. Erez right now being overtaken as well by his teammate and by Max Dutchface. Dutchface up into 8th. And Erez is falling down the grid a lot. He must have got a lot of damage there from that spinning Haas, because he's literally just dropping down the grid order. I can't see much damage on the actual wing itself though. Might just be because of maybe the half spin or the heavy on the brakes. We'll see what he does when we go on board with Rob. Is he going to come to the pit for a new wing? No. He stayed out. 2 laps to go now. Moreland is right behind Jack. Like Alex said in the chat, Moreland does like the wet. He's doing very well to catch up to the back. I'm trying to keep an eye on all these little battles going on, but I do want to keep an eye on the leaders as well. We'll jump on board with Moreland now, right on the tail of that McLaren as they go into sector 2. Daniel is pulling away now, 2.9 seconds the gap. Moreland is 3/10 behind the McLaren. What can he do? Can he make a move? There's going to be no DRS assistance for him now. We are now in wet conditions. It's going to have to be done on track with ERS. Right now, Jack with 55% ERS, Moreland with 40% ERS. So what can Moreland do? Can he find that mistake? Can he force Jack into a mistake? He's already gapped Scotty 3 seconds, so we know he's going to be sitting in 3rd at least if he gets across the line like this. So, but his podium is on the cards for him. Can he get 2nd? But also, don't forget, he has to then pass Jack and then gap him by 3 seconds. It's going to be very difficult to do with 1 lap to go now as Daniel starts the final lap of this race. Moreland will just want to get him on track, I think, just to show him that, oh, you know what, I can beat you. I am as fast as you, Jack. But look at this. Daniel is gone right now. He obviously loves the rain, loves these wet conditions. So does Moreland. Jack seems to be struggling a little bit for pace. Johnny Stokes is sitting in 6th, but also the penalty. Could you see him drop down? Avi is 4 seconds behind him though, so unless he's got a 6th penalty, I can't see it happening anytime soon. But Johnny is also chasing down Chubb. We'll try and keep an eye on all these little battles on track as we can. As Erez and Wumax are being... Erez have taken Wumax there for 9th place. Rob with his penalty. Can he try and get past Wumax? Doesn't seem like he's able to there. A bit of a spin there, but it's not. Hugs the penalty there as well. Daniel leading this race, doing really well right now. Jack seeing off Moreland's attacks constantly. Bit of a swirl spin there from Moreland. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. We'll jump on board with Daniel as he's going to cross the line as your race winner here in Imola. Fairly good race, uneventful for him, and he will cross the line with a perfect race, pole position, and the race win for Daniel. Second place will be Jack. Moreland will cross it in third. He should be able to keep third as well because Scotty has 7 seconds behind him and a penalty to boot. Scotty will cross in fourth. Chubb, bit behind, will cross in fifth. How far will Johnny Stokes, if any? Johnny Stokes will stay where he is. Avi in seventh. Dutch Face in eighth. Erez will stay in ninth, but no, he won't. He'll jump. So Womack jumps him. Oh no, big changes there. So Womack keeps ninth. Lilika, or Likala, whatever his name is in 10th. Pushes out Rob on those penalties. Oh, then Erez in 12th. Elsfano 13th, and Carl last in 14th place. What a race. Good race there from all these guys. Driver of the day, yeah, do you know what? He did fairly well there. I can't really argue with that. Moreland did very well. Obviously, his tactic didn't really pay off. Pitted in a bit earlier for those intermediate tyres. But we will see Daniel D on your race win here. As you can see, the timings have screwed up for fastest lap. So there'll be no fastest lap point, I believe, unless Rob's going to go through all his individual times, which I highly doubt. But for your final time, here is your finishing places for Imola. Daniel is your race winner. First on the grid, first to finish. Well done to him. Jack is in second and Moreland in third. So top three keeping their places from qualifying. Scotty comes in fourth. Chubb is in fifth. Johnny Stokes in sixth. Avi in seventh. Eighth place is Dutch Face. Ninth is Womax. Taking that last point is Likala. And that is very good from him. No penalties, I believe, from him. So that's what's got him into that points position. 11th place is Rob. 12th is Erez. Elsfano in 13th. And finishing last in 14th place is Carl. Our dinner for today with Speedy, Al Jadifa, Hud Zojo, and James Al, who had to retire due to an issue at home. Hopefully everything's okay. I don't think it's a major issue. I think he's had to sort out something. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a look what our next race will be. There we go, calendar. Okay, so do join us next week for Singapore. Same time, same place. Hopefully we'll see some exciting race by Singapore. I do like the track. It's my favourite, one of my favourites. Don't forget you can join DXD Rob Sim Racer on Friday for TTFL Tier 1 and then following after that with RPR GP2. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share it with your friends, do what you want. Finally, a big RIP out to Olivia Newton-John. So yeah, we will end it there on a bit of a somber note. But thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.